Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome back to Realm of Shades Hyrule, Shadows of the Light Realm. Chapter 5, Twilight of the End. Before we begin today, we do not have either a zombie or a Garbo, due to reasons of holidays and asleep, non-respectively.
Also, happy early holiday to anyone listening, whenever
Yep.
it is.
If you're listening to this after, like, when this comes out on, like, Christmas Day? Christmas Day? Is that when this comes out?
There's always
or
a
Christmas
holiday
Eve?
when there's always a
Yeah,
holiday after.
the session will be coming out on YouTube on Christmas Eve.
Rose Eve.
So,
Okay.
Merry
we
Christmas.
need to, we need
Merry
to end
Christmas.
this with like a 5-minute
Merry Krampus.
with just random Christmas music.
No. That
Oh, that's
require-
copyright right there.
That's just no.
That's an immediate strike deletion. Everything, get out of here.
I hear it enough on the many Google Homes in my house. I don't need to hear it here.
But also, we can leave it generically as
No.
next holiday, be it Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day or Irish, whatever.
Wow.
Hanukkah.
So
Good
rude to
Irish,
St.
whatever.
Patrick's Day.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Wow.
fucking saint guy. What's his dick?
Indeed.
Peter?
Yeah, that's the
Um,
one. St. Peter's Day.
Aside from that, also time exclusive, the sale on the Dragon Knight and the Fiendbinder is still going on, for the until the 31st, basically ending like sometime after the 31st. I don't know. I always forget how Drive-Thru RPG does that thing, but that's available in the description. It's pinned on our Twitter. Yada yada yada. If you haven't already picked it up, get it while it's cheap. Without further ado, let's get on to the recap. So, when we last left off, Golden Harvest was relaxing in House Hogo-sha several weeks after finishing their job for Kaladalia, when Hyle received a message from Shahana to meet in Castletown. Teleporting there during the day before she would arrive, our heroes took the day to shop and visit friends around the city. By friends, I mean like Dr. Appa.
Yeah.
Basically
Friend.
it. Friend.
Everyone else was out of town.
Dad.
Hyle was immediately tracked down by Ophelia, who took him to a local bar along with one of her subordinates, Sir Beatrice Abelard. She discussed with him the matter of Ganondorf Dragmire's recent escape and the fallout of the event, lamenting that it's left the Hyrulean capital mostly unguarded. And unguarded it was, as after a mysterious child brought a perilous warning with a warm hug to Rambu, the entirety of Castletown began to shake, and a tower comprised of black worms arose in the center of the city market. Several smaller towers arose in the other districts, and beings infested by these same worms began flooding the streets and slaughtering civilians. Doing what they could, Golden Harvest was attacked by several of these monsters, finding them non-threatening against their capabilities, though vastly dangerous against the weaker masses. A fireball blew another oncoming group of blackworm beasts away, as Astrid, the right hand of the Underblight King, arrived to bring them underground, where they could potentially escape the city. In the so-called pit, they met with Harkin, who was revealed not only as the leader of Hyrule's largest criminal syndicate, but as the elder brother of King Phoebus. Claiming to have betrayed our heroes before they even met, and that Shahana is the quote-unquote key, Harkin gave over a magically sealed journal supposedly containing the truth, and sent Golden Harvest out of the city while the criminal underworld went off to help the people where the royal family abandoned them. With Astrid leading them through a secret passage leading outside, Golden Harvest watches on in the distance as 4 grand beasts. 4? Something along the lines. arise from the smaller pillars to wreak havoc on the survivors in Castletown.
I hate winter.
And with that, the snow is falling. You all see this. Effectively on the map is where you guys are. With a new token, because I finally replaced the old Rambu token with the new one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey Shade, could you open my effect window real quick?
Sure. Shebang.
Ah, there it goes. It updated.
Click
Though
Name.
it seems to updated a bit off.
Man, we couldn't have gotten on the other side, so we're closer to the Lake of Hyrule.
Sucks.
There's a road. There's a road.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
roads.
So,
Question. I meant to ask this, but it makes sense. Is it mostly self-contained? Like there's not just a bunch of infected things running out of Central, right?
roll me perception.
Sure. 1 second.
See if I.
I think I'll stick with using my passive.
Okay. It's hard to say. In the distance, you get a somewhat okay look of the gate. From what you can tell, it has a lot of people flooding out of it. You can't really see if anything has gotten out due to the crowds. Though as far as like any other signs of these black worms, there appears to be nothing beyond the city.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, we got a direction to head in. We gotta go to the lake, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe cut across here and then head up the road? Because the lake's that down there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Lake Hylia.
Yeah, and that's where we gotta meet Jorolf and Shahana and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to meet them in Mabe?
We already did the message before at Jorolf's.
Right. Yeah, we mentioned it was gonna be. It's also far enough away, but still close enough that you can kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah, make our way towards the lake. Try and find our way to Jorolf's house.
Yep.
He's probably given us his address at least once.
I thought we were shown on the map where it was.
You were not.
Okay.
Although, if you guys are doing some travel time,
Easily asked
it
Jorolf.
will be noted because Impa said that she knew where it was. The directions to it will be given to you.
Okay.
We send a sending like
it's-
5 minutes later. Empo, where is it?
Approximately a. It's
Johanna,
approximately-
ask the info where it is.
It's about a day's journey.
That sounds about right.
That's fair. Yeah, head towards it then.
Yeah.
Just jollily
Just
walk away from the city, you know.
Still.
It's
still
a lost
watching.
cause at this point in time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, if we didn't see it, what Harkin said, it's a lost cause for now. Leave it up to him to take care of. The faster we get ourselves settled, the faster we get back, the better chance we get for Harkin to not be dead.
Okay. So. It takes approximately a day to get there. After about and if there's anything you want to do in this time, let me know. It's approximately like if you were to take a more direct path, it'd effectively be like around there.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to take the roads or do we want to cut through?
I think this is a situation where we want to just cut through at this point.
Fast pace.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Roughly the same time, because that's what I was determining.
Moblin fight.
Totally, man.
Yeah. Oh, Shade. What about those RP session? Mainly.
Let's
Wait,
go.
so we-
You see, I lied.
I lied. We're starting immediately with combat.
Let's go.
Those goblins are more likely to show up when we go off-road.
Well, they don't.
They don't.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this sentence.
You are told by Shahana that they arrive probably about like less than half a day before you arrive, due to their
Okay.
general proximity to the area.
Gotcha. So they'll be there before we do.
Yes.
Understood.
I'm going to set you forward a solid day. That is an hour, not a day. This
Yes,
is a day. Oh,
Something broke on my end.
oh dear.
dear.
The light on Ophelia's dings bright, and it's like, Ophelia, you dead?
Well, the first message I got was Ophelia sending stone recharge.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I said that.
All right, and a draw off one as well.
Yeah.
As you
I'm just gonna ignore it for now. It's our Lua thing.
I see. Yeah, is there anything you want to do during the travel?
So,
Not-
so Hyle, who
No.
was that sending that she had?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
Her brother that she thought was dead.
Who's
That
her
was
brother?
a hero
You could say, yeah.
that you've interacted with.
Yeah, and he specifically told me not to mention it to most people, so that's why I've been...
No, is it who I'm thinking of, or just some random dude you met?
It could be. At this point in time, make your assumptions. Though, based off the situation looking like, I may need to contact him further about this.
I was about to say, because if it's him, there's two information you need to give. A, what happened? B, the Ganondorf's out.
Yeah. Just let it be known that Agros had a bit of a hand in why he's still alive, which is now concerning.
Yeah.
Considering what we were told.
Okay.
During that time, actually, I will use the sending stone now that you brought that up. I completely forgot about it. To contact Link. I'm not going to click it off because it'll just recharge again.
The previous days was used, and it's only a day's travel.
Yeah, so basically when it recharges, so...
I have no idea who you're talking about still.
That's fine. It's better that you don't at this point in
Oh, and
time.
also have me, if you have the letters, sorry, the word count for it, the robot says sorry,
Okay,
because I don't know if he knows my name.
gotcha. But I mean, we'll get it recharged basically
Oh, yeah,
when
of
we
course, we
get
can all
there.
do it. Yeah.
No, I'm telling Shade,
Hmm.
so I'm able to use it then.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Well,
much
it's
the
like an
moment it
example.
recharges.
Ophelia's recharges, which was like at the beginning of the day, because she,
Anyway,
yeah.
I can also just send him messages in case we forgot that.
Have you met him?
Yeah, but you seemed offended by being used like a telephone so often.
I don't think she's ever
Well,
met him.
she
What's the
hasn't.
telephone?
I have not, but I think that he is prolific enough to be.
Don't you have to physically meet them to?
I don't.
The wording is
You have
very
to. You have
vague.
to be familiar with
Be
them.
familiar.
I'd say
And I always get the
in-
sense of familiarity means you have to meet them because that's the thing of like, what happens when you have a mayor in a city and a bunch of asshole wizards? That conversation has come up more than once. There's a little
Also-
thread about it.
That is very fair.
Why do you think the Archmage of
Also, I'm forgetting to do this, by the way.
Ah,
why do you
yes.
think the
would
Archmage
help.
of Forte doesn't meet people, so he can't be hounded by sendings from other mages?
he can't even anti-magic field, or he can't prevent himself from getting divination because it's a evocation spell. So he just has to sit in an anti-magic field or something.
And that's counterproductive to what he does.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
he just doesn't meet people.
So he just sets up a you know how you set up on a phone the receive calls? He sets one that
Yeah.
gives you a death threat. If you call this number again, I will murder you and your family.
All right.
No. If he has to go into public, he sends out the body double.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Anyways, so the message is allowable for the stone shard?
I'll say sure if you like use it like right away when it recharges.
Pretty much. Yeah. Let's see, 25 words to work with.
Okay.
Have you heard what's happened in Central?
What?
Entire town has been infested by worm pillars. Castle's quarantined. Meeting Geralf and co about this. I do have 3 words left.
Eon is sorry.
Eon says sorry.
But by the way,
That has
I don't
way
think
worse
the-
implications than you realize.
Yeah, I know. Like, he wanted me to tell him. I sat there and I was like, with my wisdom, I would know. And sitting here, I know too.
He's
but-
like, that dirty robot did it. I knew it.
But he told me to tell him that, so I am. I know the consequences that could happen from
But-
it.
by the
I'm
way,
still
I don't
doing
think
it.
I don't think that aid did anything to.
Oh no, it did things.
Okay, it just doesn't show on the sheet.
It's just that it doesn't automatically update, so I have to do things.
Yeah, apparently it reset my sheet again.
Weird.
Weird.
I also don't know why
Holy-
the strength saves are incredibly off from what they should be, actually.
Plus 10? Oh, it should be plus 11, huh?
Yeah, it should be plus 11 plus 3.
Weird. That's an that one. Goody. It is parsed correctly. It's just not showing.
Yeah. It's the strength one that when it updates, it fucks up by 1 point, but everything else is otherwise fucked up except for strength in the other situation.
Might have been a Fantasy Grounds update that screwed things over, or it's
Yeah.
the one extension that I have. Who knows?
We'll just keep an eye on
Could
it.
be
If it
anything.
comes up. If it comes up and actually does have issues, we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, let me just real quick before anything. Where are you?
Eon did what?
Spink.
Did what? Huh?
It's a wheel die.
I knew I couldn't trust him.
Ah, you're rolling the Weewo.
We will.
I'm gonna just keep that on my hotbar. Actually,
Yeah.
let's be smart about that. Where are you? I just had you. Cosmic Omen. There we go. Cosmic Omen. In the thing. There we are. Let's go. Are you? Get back.
No,
Back.
I refuse.
Back, I say.
Yeah. I received word recently. I'm not sure what to do. I've received no contacts beyond military. Keep me posted what you find out.
Okay. I mean, he knows where we're going, at least, for anything else.
Okay. So, the day goes by. Blip.
Nick.
And you all arrive at a very sizable estate that overlooks the vast Lake Hylia, the bridge of Hylia, in the land of Hylia. Quite visible.
Question.
What up?
Was the travel here oddly quiet? Like, does it seem like nothing's?
Yeah. You'd probably know. Monsters actually are typically less active in the winter, especially when it gets colder.
That's why we cut across.
Yeah, especially like Blinn and stuff. They're not exactly fans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're very
Makes
much
sense.
cold-blooded, like Fujino. But they don't wear clothes like her, so they can't offset that. Okay, so we arrive, yeah?
Sorry. Yeah, you see what appears to be, a pretty sizable estate. Looks to be probably 3 stories. A large lot with a wall surrounding it. A big old gate in front of you.
Gotcha.
Lights are on the inside. A thin layer of snow covering or blanketing the entirety of the place.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and use the charm to tell Shahana that we just arrived. We're at the gates. If you want to let Jarolf know.
Will do. After a moment, you see, opening the door, probably about 50 or so feet, beyond the gate, is just a well-dressed man. Looks to be a servant. Hylian, elderly. Quickly rushes over and opens the gate. You are Golden Harvest, correct?
That is.
Please, he opens the gate. Come in.
Alrighty, I walk in.
All right.
I follow.
Off we go.
He
Off
leads
we
you
go.
to the interior, where you are met by a pretty grand foyer with stairs leading up and then splitting. Very similar to that one map that we dealt with last night. In terms of foyer.
Yeah. Long whistle. Man, Jarolf definitely has gotten quite a bit of money put together from banking.
The Cardiger family is one of the most wealthy beyond the prime houses.
Mm-hmm. When you're in charge of money, you tend to make a lot.
The master is upstairs in his office.
Alrighty. Assuming he is letting us know, so we can go on ahead then?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. We'll leave him behind and we'll head upstairs.
As you are, you see rushing down the stairs. Currently unarmored, in a rather simple gown, is Shahana. Looking at you, face full of worry, she rushes down towards you, Hyle.
Gotcha.
So glad you're safe.
Of course. Be honest, we're definitely the ones who are the safest other than those at the castle. The other people in town, though... Ian and everyone tried. Did the best they could.
But not Hyle. He watched.
I was running
I'm
towards.
kidding.
I was moving.
Just the wording you used there.
Hyle made considerable time for someone who could not teleport 500 feet.
No, yeah, totally.
I'm so sorry for sending you there.
No worries. Honestly, it's probably best that we ended up there at least, considering we met Harkin and discussed the situation immediately, other than being in the dark and having to run into it.
Of course. She
How are you?
looks around. I'm okay, all things considered.
Right.
Hyle, is this
suppose-
your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Lynn did
cute,
go
I
home,
approve.
didn't he? This is the Fujino you had mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
Fujino Hoshikuzu, the Dragon of Limbard, at your service. She'll give a little flourish.
Yeah, the
Shahana.
pro wrestler.
Is Zimpa up in the office with Droll?
Yes.
Droll.
I
Okay,
can
I'll leave you
meet
to
there.
the talk, and then I take I take Fuji and go toward the office.
Oh,
What are you doing, Eon? Let me go.
Showing you the woman that can beat your ass.
You gotta meet everyone first.
What? Oh, fine.
Good. Also, I'm giving them some time. They haven't met each other in probably months.
No, I was there not too long
fuck.
ago.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why she isn't jumping into my arms in this situation.
I thought it was just because she was more worried about the death word.
I wanted to make. I was gonna make a comment that
The death.
you know that what Shahana should have done is jumped into your arms, and you should have like done a lift and then a little turn and then a hug, maybe even a kiss.
she's
Yeah, they're not that open.
given the circumstances, I don't think that would have been fitting.
It would not
No, this is
have.
her in character. This is Fujino in character.
That was Eon in character. It's like they're not that type.
As-
That's not the situation. Jumping in the arms is the best.
As
You're getting.
they're walking up the stairs, Shahana looks to Hyle. They're surprisingly cheery.
That's just Fujino, and honestly, Eon has his hands full with her. I think he has to keep up with her same tempo. Considering the situations that happen in town, it's probably best for them to keep their minds off of things. Shade, we got, I know throughout the majority of, like, Breath of the Wild and stuff, you can see Hyrule Castle. Are you able to see it from Geralf's, if we look out window?
There's no window to really look out in the in this room, in the foyer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's no windows in the foyer? Okay.
Like none you can really look out of.
Gotcha.
Shall we join the others?
Mhm.
I'm sure Jorov has a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
recall if Jorov and Shahana had met previously.
I think they met at the party at the wedding.
They've definitely been to the same place because of
The wedding.
The
The
wedding, I think, is about it.
Yeah, they didn't really interact.
Yeah.
and he probably would have known of her because of her being Impa's.
I mean, not
Disciple?
necessarily.
All right. So Eon, what were you saying about a lady who can kick my ass?
Well, first let's what's the room look like?
Well, Shahana eventually takes the lead because y'all don't know the layout of this place.
Look, I feel like
Oh,
Look, I feel like
So,
I'm
so what is
lost.
this info like? It's
Stern.
strong as that.
But
Oh, so the
carrying in
complete
that way too.
So the complete opposite of ASEAN. Got it.
ASEAN's all front up front, but Impa's a bit of a stern woman.
Mm.
Very not stoned face, but controlled.
Stoic.
Yeah, there we go.
Should probably actually long rest you guys, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I've heard Caledalia use that word to describe people who are kind of boring.
Which
Ouch.
one? Stoic? Because that's I didn't use that for a
That
reason.
wouldn't be the word used. Now I can see her thinking stoic people are boring. That I can see.
I mean, hard asses are boring by nature, but they're also definitely you can get under their skin, and that's can be enjoyable depending on who you ask. Impa's business mostly, but she's not mage business like what Caledalia would deal with.
Okay.
All business, no fun.
Yeah, Impa probably has a little bit of fun. She's just not allowed to express it too often.
She liked a good book and a coffee in the morning or evening, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, she likes her milk.
Why?
Dear Lord. Okay. Shahana eventually leads you to a decent sized door. Okay. Background.
All right.
What a epic music to have going on.
You know,
Mhm. It's fine. Now the epic music.
No,
The boss
come
music,
back,
no.
please.
That's like that should have been the music that we had when we walked into the king's court.
Alright.
How is Impa supposed to kick Fujino's ass now?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Shahana opens the door. And you see a office not dissimilar to the one that Joroff has in
Castletown.
Castletown, in the bank.
Mhm.
With bookshelves lining one wall, a large desk, pretty well covered in papers, and stacks of books in it. Several chairs are around. In the one behind the desk is Joroff himself, looking still rather stressed.
Oh boy, Jiroff.
Uh,
Here we thought you could get a vacation and work away a bit of those eye bags.
You also see Impa in a chair across from him.
Are you the ass kicking lady?
Impa just glances at Hyle.
I
He's
glanced
explained
to
you as a
Eon.
woman- It's been explained as you as a woman who can easily kick her ass because that's the way she thinks. Now it's not the time, Fuji. Have a cookie and let's sit down and talk.
I'm
Okay.
glad you all made it here safe.
Mhm.
You look like you need a hug. I assume you're Mr. Girl.
Is that how you've all described me?
No, that's just how she thinks. She's very simple.
You look tired and like you need a hug.
I will say it does seem.
I am very tired and need a lot of things.
Fujino will go and try and give him a hug.
A month without an incident probably would be one of them.
Not
Hmm.
right now, thank you.
Which is always causing trouble.
Yeah. We should first start off. Reports about what happened in Castletown have been rather sparse. Beyond visual, some people have made it out. Lots of people are still stuck inside the castle. Well, Castletown. As far as we're aware, there's been no contact from inside the castle.
They're pretty much locked away.
Mr. Harkin seemed to say he was gonna take care of whatever was happening inside while we worked on our end.
Well,
He would protect those people that he could.
I think he was more meaning the town in general, not the castle.
As we're aware, the castle is pretty much sealed right now.
They should be fine on their own for a bit.
yes, that shield. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be used.
What exactly is it?
A arcane barrier created in conjunction with the major society and Agras as the project lead, made to protect the castle from all angles, air, gates, underground.
Does it stop things from leaving?
I'm not entirely sure of the specifics.
Okay, because that seems really good, but in hindsight, if something's in there, then they can't leave.
They probably have a lot of food stockpiled too, just in case.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
not what I'm specifically
He's-
meaning.
Meaning if something dangerous is in there.
It snuck its way in before.
As far as supplies, the castle has been stocked to maintain the castle for months under a siege.
There's also pillars in the quadrants of
Yes,
Castletown. And
that was one of the
monsters.
things that I'd heard about.
And we got description on a couple of the monsters, and as we left, we saw some bigger creatures coming out of the pillars.
You had mentioned Harkin. That
Mhm.
was...
Mr. Harkin had someone get us underground and out of the city.
Shahana's uncle.
I believe I saw him at the wedding.
Mhm.
Well, I'll have you know that I have already begun working towards, well, figuring something out. I may not have the physical prowess as all of you, but I don't want to sit idly by while the people of Castletown suffer.
Right.
You might not have the physical prowess, but you have the connections and the...
Indeed. I've already sent out a few
Great.
letters to anyone that I can. The Major Society, the Merchants Guild,
You know,
the...
Caladelia was in a meeting. They were discussing what they were going to do.
I was
Fortunately,
wondering
there's
if we
been
need
no word
to,
about that.
I was wondering if we need to ask another nation. God, what are the little subcontinents with the different races called? Just cities or
Regions?
regions? Okay.
Like Akala
like
and
like Halden is
Provinces?
like all-
Lineario.
yeah.
Lineario.
They are provinces.
Yeah,
Thank
provinces.
you. Just
Oh
like
yeah, I
the
couldn't
term
remember the word.
Same.
I
Uh,
mean, if the Gorons could breathe fire, they'd be a shoo-in.
Well, I haven't
Might be a bit
received any
too
word
far.
back, but it's too early to, and frankly, I'm not sure how much support we'll get.
I don't
want to
think it's a good
rely-
idea to. Well, I was going to say I don't think it's a good idea to rely too much on people, especially with the time we have right now.
Indeed.
But support for after is also just as important.
Yeah,
The
that's
other,
fine.
The other important thing is not allowing information to reach beyond Hyrule.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing we need is Arcadia learning of this.
Yeah, considering Hyrule is caught off guard, probably has a setup for this, so it'd be worse if another thing ended up falling onto the pile. You know about Ganondorf's Dragmire's escape, right?
I was not.
Apparently, he recently was broken out by a bunch of people.
About 6 people.
I see.
And they haven't seen him after.
There's like, what did they say? A Gerudo lady, a redhead with a scythe, a hobo,
Hobo, which
a purple Korok, and a
Do we all
Kokiri.
think that's Roscoe, by
Kokiri.
the way?
There's a chance. Not many people
I
can just be
mean,
called a hobo.
It's possible.
There's
I mean,
Roscoe.
Hobo working in conjunction with the witches, let's be real here.
It's a pretty good chance that's the witches. The king thought it was the Gerudo, and so he sent most of his forces out to both look for Ganondorf and
But that also is probably all the plan.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. It's part of the plan. They ended up getting Kazolf and Agros out of there.
I'm just wondering if Ganon was known, like if he knew that was part of it, or if it was just all.
I have a feeling that Ganondorf wasn't informed of this.
He doesn't seem like it when we talk. It's just the point.
He seemed like the person who wouldn't want to have escaped,
Yeah.
meaning someone else got him out without his consent.
Oh, and also the Guardian's gone, whichever that could happen. Like gone. gone.
One of the dragons of the Golden Goddess.
Oh,
Which
That's-
means
Also,
they killed
plus
it.
a bunch of ancient
Hey,
beings
they-
and units.
They
Yeah, that's
they
concerning.
they kill the dragon of one of the goddesses, and then moved the body.
Elsewhere.
But they wouldn't have the time because they're escape. Whatever. We're not going to argue about that and figure that out now.
yes.
That's terrifying.
In either case, right now most of the forces have been scattered across the desert. Kazolf, as far as I was aware, was scouring at Ganondorf. So he's not going to be available for quite a while in
Have
Central.
we informed Castle? He probably got thinking about it.
Unfortunately, I don't think any of us are in the position to really know that. It really does, from what you say. Sounds like things were made quite convenient for this to occur.
Considering that what broke out was the Witch of Worms, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Impa speaks up.
Oh, you know too about her?
While Shahana and I were on the way to Castletown, though, I made sure she didn't mention it. In case it was nothing. We were attacked by a few weird bokoblins.
Huh.
They
They have a bunch
were...
of worms.
Yeah. Figured
So-
it might have something to do with this whole deal, because that's rather unusual.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, whoever was backing this worm lady broke Ganondorf, who's alive, out of prison, just so they could attack Castletown better.
Seems like a pretty good plan, doesn't it, though?
Draw the attention elsewhere, and then
Pretty notorious
near
figure
make
that's
everything.
believed to be dead, and they want to keep that way. Suddenly escaped.
Really didn't pay too much attention to all of that stuff. See,
honestly, I have to commend their strategy overall.
If anything, I think the king was a bit rash in sending everyone he could out, but maybe that's
The
his
sages-
priority for
The
keeping it.
sages were more for their protection, wasn't it?
Well,
Leaving them out?
It's also a mix
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Not having all the
if the
sages in
majority
one
of
place.
the majority of people learn that he was alive this entire time.
Nobody knew that Ganondorf was alive aside from, well,
Yeah, but if
not
he
many people
escapes-
beyond this room.
Yeah, if he escapes and say the Gerudos learned that he's been imprisoned for.
Many
for
Gerudo made
years,
their assumptions in that regard, but
Let's go.
but with factual proof, you get what I mean.
For them, it was either imprisonment or death, for what they believe.
They would rather hold out hope than he was alive this whole time.
Yeah, but it's fuel to fire to use against. That's why they want to try to get as fast as possible, so he's in everyone.
They really caught the king with his pants down.
That's
in
not
any
even.
case,
I mean, the more he sprung their trap, hook, line, and sinker.
yeah. In either case, the entire city's been overtaken. The king, princess, everyone inside the castle is pretty much sealed off from the rest of the area.
Oh, right. I'm really quick. I would like to try and contact Princess Zelda. I don't know if magic can go through the barrier, but
you can try.
figured that could.
I'm not certain if that'll be a possibility.
Let's see if she gets put on hold.
Actually, you know what? While you're
Right.
doing that, I might also try to contact Orphilia.
Just ends up being a dial-up sound.
She just opens her mouth and it's a.
I'm also going to use my stone to contact Orphilia while Rambu's doing that.
Okay.
Weren't we told that to take care of the witch, we'll have to go underground?
Yeah, but we don't know where. And if anything, I'd try to get maybe those big creatures first.
The towers?
Yeah, the towers.
And that's
They-
what I was
feel
thinking.
Like I feel like they're supporting, like keeping everything above ground. So if we break them, or what would the word be? Her terrain would shorten.
It wouldn't be
Perhaps.
as
Territory.
connected
Yeah.
to above ground.
Yeah,
Sounding like we're going to need some more information.
yeah.
Indeed.
I just
Meaning we're
don't
probably
want-
going to want to head back soon and support Harkin.
Yeah.
In any case, so the sending I'm going to send out real quick, Shade,
Mm.
is effectively made it to a safe location. Are you still in Castletown? How are you doing? Checking up.
You said to hearken?
No, not to Harkin to Orphilia.
Okay.
So I will go look for it to click it off.
They
All right,
Seems-
you just set them all as one, right?
they seem to all not the worms seem to not like fire and like holy energy.
Well, one of those is easy. The other one is not. Joel, do you have a bunch of oil?
I am.
I mean, Rambu was pretty hot back when we were fighting. A lot of fire.
That's not the point I'm meaning. I'm meaning
based
just.
on the reports, I don't think any oil that I can gather together in such a short time will be enough to take down an entire tower.
No. I'm more meaning take away paths. You know,
You want to scorch earth?
more scorch alleyways.
It sounds like we're grasping at straws here.
It is. I'm coming up with ideas. We also just ran here.
I mean, Rambu is the only one I know who can output that kind of energy readily. We'd either have to we'd either have to get a bunch of mages to repeatedly cast fire at things, or we'd need to get someone with sage powers to go with us. But It's not like we'll find one of those laying around.
No, but I mean,
So-
our best guess is just to beat up everything we find and just hope to God we can.
So you do get a response, Hyle, after
Okay.
like pretty much while this conversation is going on. After a little delayed, in fact.
Mhm.
We're holed up in the Temple of Light for now. A lot of soldiers, a lot of civilians. Still looking for more. Doing what we can.
Okay. By the way, how did Rambu's attempt go? If
What
she-
does Rambu say to Princess Zelda?
I will be
It
right
would
back. by the way.
essentially just be a check. Can anyone hear this? Please respond.
You get what sounds like static back.
Oh no, you sent Clab.
Okay, well, that was about as we expected. A whole lot of nothing. Also, as a side note, I think I'm gonna have to leave in like 30 minutes to go help people with stuff.
Oh, okay.
Potentially,
Alright, I'm back.
I will let you know if that changes. But
Gotcha.
What's happening?
I might have to leave in a little bit,
Oh, okay.
which might just mean short session. It won't be for too long, hopefully, if it happens. But
Okay.
might be an hour, 30 minutes. I don't know.
I don't.
Oh, true.
Impa places her elbows on the desk and just kind of rubs her eyes a little bit. I don't know if it's a good idea for all of us to go back at the same time.
You want us to go in batches? Secure what we can and open up a path for the others?
What we're needing is information, and I don't think everyone is really cut out for gathering it.
Gotcha.
I'm not entirely certain what the way forward is, but I am certainly good at getting information.
You planning on heading out then?
I have a duty to the people of Hyrule.
Alright. Well, the contact I have from the Sage Guard is, or Ophelia Hollander, is in the Temple of Light right now with a bunch of soldiers.
Like Jorolf said, I can't stand idly by either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we depart as soon as we can, or do we want to try anything before?
We gotta have a plan first before we do all this.
Take it, Impa's gonna go ahead of us anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not, just because of the sheer numbers.
You well know that I can handle myself.
Yes, I know, but at the same time, it's a city of as we speak, increasing numbers of enemies.
Look. You go in and gather information, Impa. Figure out what's going on. You good? You think you can handle that? If we also go in, get who we can from the Temple of Light, and head it back out. Is that fine with you? Because we don't want to sit around either.
Shahana speaks up. I don't know if that's the way things should be.
What do you think then?
I don't know if we have the power to right now
We go
to
find help.
deal with this. Harkin said something. He said that I was the key.
Mm-hmm.
That I would know what to do. But I don't even know what that means. But I have this feeling that running back in there without doing something first will be suicide.
I mean, it's a witch. Maybe we gotta get protection from a goddess first. Do
That-
we know if the
That kind of... Shahana looks off at that statement. Or looks away, I should say. I don't want to abandon those people. No, I want to save them. I have a duty to this. Jorolf looks rather curiously, as he's not really well acquainted with Shahana.
Mm-hmm.
You said Harkin was your uncle. Did he adopt you, or is he like actually your uncle?
As far as I'm aware, we are related, and she looks between Impa and Hyle.
Mm-hmm.
He said something about being the king's older brother, and if
What?
you're related. Oh no.
Mm.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Alright then.
Maybe
Looks
for the
like
best.
that's out of the bag.
Should we just pull off the full bandage?
Right. There was usually something that the princesses do when it comes to gaining the goddess's power and protection, isn't there? Let's go with what Eon says. Where does that usually occur, Impa?
The 3 shrines are pretty out of the way.
Well,
I don't know what you said, sorry.
well, I know. Well, we've technically already been to one. Hell, I lived a mountain over for most of my life.
Might not be the shrine that you're thinking of. Across the land there are 3 shrines, one dedicated to each aspect of the Triforce.
Is it
That's
not?
the
Is it not the one in Akala?
there's no that one is the most spiritually connected to Hylia, but it's not necessarily the one that a maiden with the blood of the goddess would pray to.
Ah.
I'm
Which one
not
is?
sure I'm following. Yeah.
Well, okay. Shahana may or may not have some blood of the goddess in her, based off of what we know.
I only knew that she looks at Shahana. Impa looks at Shahana. That Shahana was a daughter of Queen Katarine. If Harkin is who you say he is, then I'm a princess.
Yeah. And
That's
Explain some things through what's happened on some of the journeys you've went through with us. The entire banishing, the swordmaster, not seeing an actual trial during the temple.
see Jorolf covers his mouth, seemingly pondering something.
why specifically Impa, one of the strongest warriors, is training you in a bodyguard.
That's a lot. That has a lot of connotations, I'm sure you all understand.
Also, this doesn't leave this room. Okay.
Hear that, Gerolf? Doesn't leave this room.
I have
With
no
a
one to
smile
tell.
on my face.
You said the power of a goddess. There might be a way to slay the monsters and bring hope to the people at the same time. Because both are necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And
What do you think?
I'm not entirely sure if you'll agree with me.
Shahana, there's a lot that we've been through and talked about. At this point in time, I think between you and me, the person you're going to have to convince here is going to be Impa more than myself. I have faith in what you believe is right to do.
Keep going, Shahana. We need the Blade of Evil's Bane.
Well,
Oh, wow, okay.
All right, well,
Shit.
it's funny.
Maybe we do need to contact that gentleman.
Nah, not gonna work. Unfortunately, he can't touch it.
Oh, he can't? Oh, right. Oh, no.
What do you mean?
His hand is currently malice right now,
Yeah.
as well as his eye.
Oh, his eyes too? Cool. Not cool, but cool.
Who were we talking about? You never told me
What?
who this was.
Fujino points to Fujino. This doesn't leave this room. No opening your mouth. Got it?
Got
You
it.
agree?
I agree.
Link is alive.
Oh shit.
What?
Agros brought him
again,
back to
does
life.
not leave the room.
Agros ended up bringing him back to life somehow, on the king's orders.
I have concerns considering what Mr.
Yeah.
Harkin told us about Argros.
Considering what Astrid told us
Astrid.
about Agros, Astrid told us about Agros. He came from the south in the what reason was it called again, Shade?
I mean, if I'll look at this with a half full cup. He made it out alive, and he doesn't want the same thing happening here.
Possible.
Mordian is where he came from.
Mordian. He
Morning,
came out of Mordian.
which is full corrupt.
This is...
But like I say, it could be a thing where he saw the horror and doesn't want it to happen. Because everything he's saying and has done seems fine, even if it's a little background.
Even if he can't touch the blade, maybe he can lead us to it.
Yeah, I was actually, funny enough, talking to Ophelia about it before Castletown got attacked. About retrieving the blade or finding someone who could.
I don't necessarily think it needs to be him who draws the blade.
Needs to be a
Isn't the
hero.
Legends the blade chooses the hero?
But he's
Apparently the
best
hero
person to find
can't.
it.
Something.
He's already died. The cycle of reincarnation's already started.
How that works.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm taking
Hard to tell.
guesses.
That's purely speculation.
But you were saying, Shauna.
Something tells me deep inside that I think someone else can be a worthy wielder. How you prove yourself. She very specifically looks to Hyle.
Ah, I see. Well, I suppose we do definitely have an history by this point. It's actually quite a bit of coincidences, considering we both died once.
You actually see Impa look away when Shahana says that.
I know.
Why, you don't-
I know Hyle knows his way around a sword.
What, Impa, you don't want me to be it?
If it takes
That's-
you, you're. I'll be surprised with the attitude.
That's... She's a lot more right than you know.
I could tell you that.
No, you really
should.
couldn't.
What? I can't trust Hyle, the painter, the bard, the man I have fought, what, like half a year, more than that with. I trust him. Or you mean like some weird bloodline stuff like with him?
It's not for me to say.
Okay, it's a weird bloodline thing. Got it.
Well, do you think we can get it without Link?
I mean, it's wouldn't
If
hurt if in case he does know. But so I guess we gotta go meet the great Deku Tree.
he is alive, as you say, he might be able to lead us there.
Honestly, I actually told him about you before when I met him, back when I found out he was alive. I didn't give details, and I also gave him stipulations, but I was hoping that if the situation ever came to it, you could try to do to him what you did to me before, for
Yeah.
the entire chess win.
You didn't mention her by name, did you?
No,
Okay.
not that I remember. I believe I was vague and just mentioned I knew someone.
Random thought process.
This is in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay.
We know Ganondorf isn't like malice or evil, and he thinks Link is dead. Should we inform him that he's not dead and see if that like changes him any?
Do you
He
think
was
that's a
great
good idea?
hero.
I'm
Perhaps. It's
He
a
did.
possibility. That will certainly probably get him to respond to us, at least.
that
How funny would it be if Ganondorf showed up to save Hyrule Castle?
That's kind of what my thought process was.
that may be out of the scope of what should be handled right now.
That's
Yeah.
that might be a feature. I was just thinking about it, especially with him being gone. I don't want him to start having a.
For now, let's not be like the
Yeah.
king and focus on a different topic that ended up springing a trap.
Getting a sword.
Impa stands and walks over to you, Hyle. Not very good music for the situation. God damn it.
So Impa's gonna get information while we go to get a sacred relic sword.
Hyle,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
if you are able to pull the blade, you know what this means, right?
Yeah, I know very well what it means. Look, just because I say a lot of things and do a lot of stuff doesn't mean that I haven't been trying lately. I think the past expedition and even now has proved enough that I'm not willing to just sit by and let the situation deteriorate.
Maybe then, The entirety of Hyrule will sing your name, huh?
Maybe.
Well,
What are you talking about? Half of them already sing our name.
I thought you didn't like being super duper popular.
You me?
It restricts your yeah, said it restricts your movement.
I don't like being tied down to any specific place.
Okay.
well. Take the day. Formulate whatever you're going to do. Then head out as soon as you can. She glances to Shahana. I'm leaving her in your care, alright?
Understood?
She means the world to more than just you or me.
Hyle's going to put in oh, never mind. She said to you or me. Okay, never mind.
Well, we'll make sure nothing happens. It's not our
It was
first
very
rodeo
thorough.
with her.
She was very thorough.
She looks over to Rambu. Keep me posted. I'll try to do the same.
Yeah, here. Give me just a sec. We're gonna just. What's a good number to give her? We'll give her 15 of the paper birds.
Okay.
Oh, you got paper birds?
Mm-hmm.
I sure did. I picked some up because
Huh.
I wanted
Are
to
we playing
save.
Tuesday?
I wanted to save some spell slots, having to report back into the Sheikah, but also I should probably do that. I'm just gonna do that on the side. I don't.
It's like, here's the paper birds. I was going to use the Sheikah.
Wow, we have 3 different ways to protect Impa now.
Now,
Only one's more annoying as the birds fly at her face.
quick question, and
Oh,
it'll lead
4
to more
actually.
questions down the road. Stay alive. You might have information. Might be able to answer some questions I have.
Mm.
But they're not important right now.
Right. Sorry we couldn't get properly acquainted.
My name's Fujino. My father was Sheikah. My mother was Orikayan.
I see.
I'm hoping down the road you can help me figure out who they were.
Well. Do what you need to and maybe that'll happen.
Also, you seem like you're really fun to fight, so when we're not in a life and death situation, I want to fight you.
We still need a rematch. You ended up at a declining last time I came to Kakariko.
She just shakes her head. Y'all are raising up a lot of flags right now.
You think you're not?
Let's go. Let's raise so many flags just to break them. I'm tempting fate because I will overcome it.
I mean,
Okay.
have you ever
Shahana,
fought a dragon?
take care of them because they're going to get themselves killed. Shahana nods.
Hana's a very responsible adult.
I mean, have you ever fought a dragon?
Is she?
She's very responsible.
She has a lot of responsibilities.
I think she's meaning the adult part.
Isn't she like
Yeah, she's
about 20?
like
No, I know.
2021.
Yeah, she's an adult.
I mean, look it up.
2021. That was last year.
2020.
Soon it'll be 2 years ago.
And yeah, pretty soon.
Oh
Fuck.
fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Going through an existential crisis. lol.
You be safe, Impa.
Pick
God.
for the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess should we go now? Do we need to get any like horses or anything? Well,
You all just got off the road.
Yeah.
True.
Besides, the Sergeant Hero told me to keep him updated, and I just did so today. So,
Okay. Then Impa will go. Be sneaky, and we will take a cat snap.
And leave in the morning.
Right.
I imagine you can get things prepared for our departure, Jorolf.
Whatever you need. To an extent.
Gotcha.
Is there any hoops we have to jump through to meet the Deku Tree?
Be worthy by the Deku
Ah.
Forest.
Imagine getting through the forest is a hoop in its own.
That might be. That's why we're like maybe.
But
maybe
I
the
mean,
previous
like-
hero might be able
I'm certain
Like,
Link will be able to inform you. I am rather not knowledgeable on the matter.
because like we had to go to CC and then to tag in for our last job, so I didn't know if we had to do anything.
No, I
somewhere.
think. No, the forest is weird. Why not?
It's under the protection of the Great Deku Tree. As far as jurisdiction goes,
Him.
it's really just house shot upon us. And even then, from what I understand, the forest folk are not exactly very accommodating to the lumber trade.
Yeah. We should probably pick a place for us to meet him. Maybe Saris
Isn't the
or
Shakabanas? Isn't that the lady who's in charge of us?
Rambu and Eon.
So why don't we just go back to the house?
But
The
that's
house
what
is a
we're
bit
saying.
off the side. As I take a look at it, it's smacked in between the mountains, not the
We
forest.
don't specifically know where in that area is the Great Deku Tree. Probably dead center, but it's hard to tell.
Well,
Just better meet him up somewhere in a city. He can move.
Actually, it probably would be easier for the city, especially with it being him. And
I mean,
believe the
he was
most-
stalking me in cities, and he managed to get through without being detected.
The
Oh,
most
okay,
direct
well, that's
path, from what I understand, into the forest is in Linden.
Hmm.
Mm,
Meet us in Linden then.
okay, that would work.
wait, isn't he from there?
Yeah, hilarious, I know.
Yeah.
Give him a reason to return back home.
Let me just bang.
Bang, bang.
Ah.
Shahana on the combat tracker.
Ayo!
Oh no, she got shot.
Get all her effects on her!
I did it before session.
Hey, they're just GM
Yeah,
hidden.
it's almost like he had
Yeah.
this planned.
Gotcha.
Gang.
Okay, so
That's Shahana. I'm gonna tell you this because it may surprise you later on.
She's gay.
Oh my god.
and we are okay
Mm.
with that.
Hmm.
I like both sides. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's also very flirty.
Indeed, but
Mm-hmm.
you're already taken. You're already taken. So as cute as you are, I can't do anything yet.
Yet?
I feel like that's not
Hey,
what you were
Rambu, you
going
still
to
have-
say.
No,
You
it
have
wasn't.
colored-
Have you ever
Sorry,
fought a
what?
dragon?
Uh, yes. Technically a few.
Okay, cool. How do you feel about fighting alongside one?
Did she transform back when, beforehand?
It
When...
wasn't until the end of the fight.
Okay. Or, was Shahana looking through?
Johanna
Probably.
saw the entire thing.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
If you're you're wondering about the whole dragon thing, I saw it.
Ow.
Uh,
You were like a
magic.
day away. Ah.
As I said, she's very wise.
Very sightly in all things.
Very sightly.
She's just like Callie, smart and a good head on her shoulders. Smart and pretty.
No.
I think you found yourself a keeper, Hyle.
I'm not sure if that was a burn towards Caladelia or what, by accident. Anyways, Rambu, you have her number just in case anything happens, right?
I have so many people's... Wait, what number? Yes, I have people's numbers, yes.
Yeah, the number of paper birds you're working out.
Oh, right, let me change that real quick.
Okay.
Back down to
If that's everything, I'm gonna go cook because I am a little worried,
25.
and that I don't know.
Don't make a 4-course meal in your stress.
That is what I'm gonna do.
So how did you guys meet?
Oh, she tried to steal from me.
Adorable.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, and then like it turns stop. Didn't you try to steal from Lynn when we met? Points to Hyle.
So
I
think
wasn't
what
stealing from him. I was just checking his passport.
happened- Right.
My
That's
God,
what
you
they
two
all
are
say.
alike.
He did have to go home, so that isn't the most crazy thing I've heard.
I was just making sure he had the ticket to board that ship.
Right. Just checking.
Rambu, do
Definitely.
you have any idea what they're talking about?
No, I wasn't.
When
part
we
of the
first
group
met,
by this point.
we went to an island, and each of us was given a letter. He proceeded to try to grab from the bag of a friend of mine. But I
Yeah, Len, the
noticed.
blue guy.
Yeah, I was checking if you guys had the letters because you were standing at the docks.
I know, but it's hard to tell when someone's reaching into a bag.
Yeah, so I was only brought in once they started making a name for themselves as someone who needed to keep an eye on them.
Now we're keeping an eye on you. Funny.
Quite hilarious, actually, how that ended up, huh?
Why would you need to keep an eye on me? That would be...
Oh, don't worry. Plenty of people
It's
are already.
ridiculous. Yes, I'm well aware of all the people who are very interested in me at all times, it seems.
The amount of times
Like your
I've seen a
soccer.
man run around our house is very bizarre.
I'm not certain if I should be privy to these conversations.
Don't worry, the
Um,
world is...
I would assume we
Ending?
would found a different room.
You have not stated such.
No, we were still standing there because that's where Impa and her-
Dora,
if
Dora,
you-
they're like, would you like us to go to a guest room so we don't confuse you?
I'm already plenty confused with all the news that I've been given today.
I'll bring you a tea
I
later.
don't think I could write a single word without a 8+ hour rest.
Maybe you should go to sleep.
I would love to.
That puts him under sleep.
Problem.
That
Sleep
is a
on him.
spell that I have.
I know it is.
Give that boy a good night's sleep.
I think. Wait, hold on. I need to check. I'm pretty sure that's one of the.
I
I'm
think it's
pretty
a
sure
cleric
that's one of the
spell.
Twilight.
It
No,
lasts
it's one of my
for an
Twilight
hour.
spells.
Oh,
Is it Twilight?
It only lasts for
Yeah,
like
it's my Twilight
It only
spell.
lasts for like an hour though.
It's
No.
a minute, but yeah,
It gets him to sleep.
it puts him to sleep, and then he's asleep for a minute.
I'm afraid I've been suffering from insomnia the past, well, several months.
Ah, yes.
Girl, if you need any milk, I can get you some too.
Oh, also, I am gonna have to pop out at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Well,
whatever happens, I'll tune into the stream. Question mark? But you guys have a good night.
good night.
Shauna, do you want to try to use any of your magical healing touch to see if you can fix that? I doubted something, but while we're
I
here-
don't think that's how that works. I'm sorry.
Insomnia? What are we talking about now?
The insomnia. You didn't see how many,
Okay.
yeah.
That's not something you can easily. What I can do is more for like, especially problematic ailments.
I was thinking soothing him and then in turn, but we don't.
I
Let's
I'm kind of new to this. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're doing fine, kid.
So, I can have servants escort you to rooms if you wish, all for individual. I'm certain that would be no problem.
Whatever you want.
works.
Are you gonna be leaving then, Impa?
Oh, Imp already left.
Oh,
Impa,
right,
yeah,
sorry.
Impa got out of there.
All right, she left. That's on me. Okay,
More girls' night.
No, girls' night.
What do you mean?
Impa
He
left.
wants to spend time with.
No, I was just Impa's not here, so you can't have more girls'
She was
night.
meaning Shahana.
Shahana.
And Rambu.
Eh,
Yeah.
you can have her if you want her in this situation, but no funny business.
Understood. Only slight teasing.
You'll be fine.
Hey, hey Fuji, you want to work on cooking with me? Get some more of that practice in.
Not really, because most of the stuff here is probably more expensive things that I will break when I touch.
I mean, a kitchen's a kitchen.
At least she's honest.
Yeah, fair.
I do not want to break Mr. Jorel's kitchen. I've already had Adele yell at me for the one time I did try cook.
Yeah, I know that's why I'm working with you on it.
Okay.
We can use our kitchen. Not
Okay, fine.
So, you guys are effectively escorted to your room, to individual rooms. Depends on what you want. Shahana is entirely willing to stay in the same room as Hyle.
Sure.
Insert close right.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to say the same thing back. No funny business, all right? We'll give him a wink.
Mm-hmm. So,
Sorry, someone's talking to me.
gotcha.
No, you're fine.
Is there anything you would like to do in this for the rest of this day?
Not really, no.
Cook, specifically make something for Droff because we just kind of bombarded him. But...
You got a day.
Make him stuff that'll help him go to sleep.
Make him some chamomile tea. Put milk in it. That's not even a joke this time. I'm legitimately
No,
like,
that
that helps.
is.
It helps. Milk helps this time.
Yeah, I know. No one does it
You-
now.
No.
You will very quickly learn that
Oh no, Joe
His-
is lactose intolerant.
his staff has tried.
No, but this is just like a gesture that Eon is gonna do, even something they've done before.
Ah. With us being in a sort of single day downtime, I think we should take a break.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alrighty.
gotta go get the dogs out.
Hyle, roll
Go
call
grab
on.
some water.
I'm not Lynn.
Thank you for continuing with that. I was hoping you would.
What?
I'll be back.
What?
I said roll call.
No, I heard you. I
right?
heard you.
Okay.
Oh.
In
Oh.
case Snak didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a question I meant to ask earlier, but I was cooking, ironically.
What is up?
Because you're wanting description for the other character.
Leave that after.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask.
if it relates to a campaign that is not this one, or the ongoing Tuesday game, either asking DMs or like.
I was just making.
wait.
I was just making sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to talk because my I have horrid.
I can. Unless I tell you otherwise, I can pretty well translate your poor typing.
Got it. I'm stepping away for a second.
Okay. I feel like I should get food. Like I said I would. And get off YouTube.
See,
Because if I
this was
accidentally
all
click on a video, things will start playing, and I do not want that.
this is all an elaborate ruse for Fujino to get the Sword of Evil's Bane and
Yeah?
dual wield both the Demon Slaying Sword and the Evil Slaying Sword.
You know you'll be handicapping yourself, right?
Why?
Or not handicapping yourself. Capping yourself in the knee, I should say.
Why?
Because you can't transform your really good sword into the +2 weapon that it is.
Does having it in the one-handed mode not let me do the funny stuff?
I mean, you're losing out on a lot of damage.
I combine the two.
Yeah. You want to combine the most
Sword of
legendary
Heroes.
sword with a not so legendary sword.
Yep. Make it so I can turn the Sword of Evil's Bane into a great sword.
What's the fake Excalibur called?
Durandal? Caliburn?
Caliburn, that's it.
Okay. Caliburn?
Yeah, you just make a Caliburn.
That's not necessarily the fake Excalibur, but okay.
Well, isn't that the fake Excalibur in Fate?
No.
What?
Artoria broke Caliburn and got Excalibur as a replacement.
Are you talking about
Oh.
like the version wielded by Saber Alter, or
Yes, I'm thinking
that's
that.
that's
For
ex-
some-
that's
Excalibur Morgan.
still
it's
it's still
okay, for
technically
some reason-
Excalibur, but the Noble Phantasm itself is called Excalibur Morgan.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
I
it's
thought
been-
the sword was also changed because of that. Got it.
It's been tainted by evil fairy magic. Though it has some kick-ass
Or what you
visuals.
will.
Heckin', it said that I got it back, but it didn't unclick it.
What?
My cape.
Oh.
I
It
heard my
does been
cave.
doing that.
And the same
sometimes.
thing with my instant transmission.
Weird. Why is it not giving back? Is that another issue with Hyle?
Oh, it was on once. It was set to once instead of daily.
Ah,
Let me check.
I see.
For the mount bank.
Keeping the mana bank should be set up properly.
Says uses 0 daily.
Use is 0 there.
Let me put that to 1,
Um,
and we'll see if it does the same thing.
keep the mana bank.
I already fixed it.
Because it's supposed to
Same
be
thing for the Ring of Unfaltering.
It might be because. You haven't used the Ring of Unfaltering.
No, but it's still set to 0 daily.
It should be was it that menu wouldn't come up if it weren't Are you looking in the item record or something else?
The dragon head. And I
So
go
the
to
item
action.
record.
Yeah.
Under your actions?
Yeah. They were both set to 0 daily.
Well, that links that one next to magic items links you to the Oh wait, no, no, sorry. That's not how that is. That's not necessarily related. I of course go to the earrings of the charmer, which is no relation. Ring of Unfaltering is set to regain single, unless I still need to add one. If single doesn't actually do what I think it does, because if it's a single regain, then you think. I'll have to do some testing off stream in that regard. Don't stop it. Don't touch. No touchy. Anyway, I'm gonna grab food.
Okay.
Oh, my teeth hurt.
Suffer.
When I sneeze, I clench.
Oh.
So my teeth always Ow. By the way, did you Snak, have you looked in anime on PMW?
I have not.
There's an image of a character's
Oh,
name.
JoJo.
No, right above the JoJo. Joseph Jobson. I'm like, that is a zombie name and a half.
Yeah.
Haba.
Abba.
Hello.
Did you get more of the spaghetti?
I did not. I didn't actually get anything because I didn't know what I wanted to eat and I didn't want to make anything. So,
So you're gonna suffer?
I'll figure it out. I'm
Have
kinda
you
cold.
not seen the episode in which Brennan Lee Mulligan and oh god, he does it every time where he brings up snacks for game.
I don't watch Dimension 20.
Oh, so funny. It's when he does talks with other GMs and players.
Mhm.
He has a little segment about, is this a good game to play during? Be like, one time it was instant coffee and he didn't realize it was instant coffee because it was in a different language. And he thought it was
Oh.
like a cocoa powder snack, and he's like,
A cocoa
oh
powder
no.
snack?
Yeah, I don't exactly remember. Let's see if I can find a clip of it.
Just know that I can't watch this.
Yeah, for after. And snack.
But he ate straight instant
Yeah,
coffee.
he tasted it, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, as somebody who enjoys chocolate covered coffee beans, and that being the reason why I even got into coffee, I'm sure that wouldn't be so bad for me.
Yeah, but it's the instant powder, and it's like,
Hey, that's kind of, yeah.
No, you need to find the snack that fits you, be it tricked, nuts.
Don't get into any funny business. Wink. As she walks away.
Indeed. Right. I certainly wasn't expecting there to only be 3 people today. I will say.
I mean,
Holidays are a
how-
bit.
a bit because holidays. I was kind of expecting it, but yeah.
Hmm. Well, we'll work with it, I guess.
I don't know if any of us know how to run Rambu sheet.
We'll see if you need it. I don't know.
You know how to run Rambu sheet.
Yeah, it's probably better if I did anyway.
That's probably for the best.
Given all the
Work you put into it.
changes and all that from a regular cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Changes that we don't worry about, you know?
Mm-hmm. For what I'm gonna run for New Year's, I'm not even gonna bother with any of. I'm gonna slightly bother with some of the dragon shit, but mostly it's just gonna be level 15 Star Cleric.
Oh, right, you. New Year's is on a Saturday.
Yeah.
God. This year's over in 10 days.
Mhm.
Why did you post it in LR, my dude?
Oh, because of the chat I had open. My fault. I thought I was in. I thought I was.
Check
in
your
Digital
chats, nerd!
No.
Check your shit.
Oh.
I refuse.
This form of stubbornness will not be appreciated in this house.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in your house. And then I get kicked.
I'm in your
You're
wall.
damn right you're not. Doo-doo.
I know your house is like way better than mine.
I'm in your wall shade.
Get out.
I refuse.
I'm in your wall. Get out.
I don't want you in my walls, my dude. saying my dude a lot more lately.
Mm-hmm. But it's
Yeah.
great because it's going to be 15th level Ryukin and 15th level Star. Alright.
You're gonna be 30 levels?
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Shit.
Yes. No, it's gonna be Shadow Ryukin Fuji and Stars Rambu as one of the teams.
Ah,
Ah,
the stars.
the Darkness Crew.
The Twilight, the Shadows of Twilight. The funny strat I wanted to pull up for Smash, but Smash won't be happening.
Yeah, it's not the direction the campaign went.
Be really funny if you had like a whole
All right, I'm back.
sub idea
Hello.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
Sub idea for something. Here's
He
what I
brought
heard.
Smash.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, it didn't go that way. And I was like, it'd be really funny if he had like a fourth notebook. It's just like, these are ideas. Good, they're not doing it, just chucks.
Oh, I was gone for like 15 minutes, wasn't I?
Yeah. How's the weather for y'all, by the way?
It's gonna be freaking terrible tomorrow because there
Yeah,
is
I
a
know.
high chance of a blizzard.
Yep.
No.
I'm
still
going
work
low and
tomorrow.
slow on my way to work tomorrow.
Probably gonna continue being really freaking cold because it's been like minus 40 here. Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna get like around
That
30 for us?
is. Oh, that. Apparently, Celsius and Fahrenheit -40 is 1-to-1.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
so
the negative
that's what
one
we're
to
gonna
one?
be at.
Yeah.
But that's about what we're gonna be at tomorrow.
I
It's
thought
negative
the-
40 with wind chill.
Degrees all the way were like 13 and a half off from each other, pretty much.
0.
0
I'm pretty
is
sure that's
32.
what the conversion is.
It seems to start meeting up by negative. It actually exactly meets up at -40. Otherwise, it's off. It seems. I was not aware of that. What is this freaking? What is this? It is -34 degrees Celsius times 9 divided by 5, or 9/5.
I had
What?
the concept in my head of my brain breaking. So freezing
1 and 4/5.
is 0 Celsius is
32 Fair.
So if
And-
-32,
This is
what
what
is
Google tells me.
that?
Yeah, I'm looking
'Cause
at
my
it
brain would go,
myself.
you timed that. Wait, that's 0.
That's. Is that 9/5?
Yeah, 9/5.
That looks like 9/5, so it'd be 1 and 4/5.
I don't like y'all's temperature system.
It whack.
Because 100 Celsius is boiling, right?
Yeah. And 0 is freezing.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
It does.
But yeah, so we're gonna be at the same with wind chill. We're gonna be at about -40, and it's
At least we're not the degenerates that use Kelvin or whatever it is.
Kelvin is purely scientific, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
It's,
supposed to be the most pure scientific, but it's also a horrible number.
Oh, no wonder why we don't use it.
Let's have fun at 0 Kelvin.
0
there's never a
Kelvin.
0 Kelvin.
Yeah. Freezing is 273 Kelvin.
Let me guess. 0 Kelvin is absolute zero, isn't it?
Is absolute 0, which is why
Yeah.
there's never.
Oh, okay. So
That's why it is the most scientific, because it's actually
Kelvin is just Celsius, but you start at absolute 0.
yeah, pretty much.
It's Celsius
it is-
plus.
Celsius plus.
Celsius New Game Plus.
Because
It's the DLC for Celsius.
Hold on.
specifically designed for
270.
scientists.
Yep.
Oh my god, I
Absolute-
had the most hot take earlier this morning.
Oh yeah.
So regression stories like ReZero, you know that?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
stories that go like that? They're just roguelites.
Yes.
That's all they are.
I've had those thoughts too. Because 0 degrees Celsius is 273 Kelvin,
Mhm.
and 0 degrees Kelvin is negative 273.
It's almost like they work by
and
10.
100 degrees Celsius is 375 or 373 Kelvin. So it's just Celsius if it started.
Yeah, now
at
try doing
absolute
Kelvin the Fahrenheit. And
zero. I refuse.
yeah.
Confusion. America is the definition of we
Let's
are
get
not
the
changing
math
it because we're
sorted.
too stubborn when set in
Yep.
our ways. Oh my god, there's a fourth one suddenly popped up.
It's a me.
Who?
It's a me.
Oh, Mario, gotcha.
It's
Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
Let's
My
go.
brother, Luigi Mario.
Wow, Mario's really getting into that melancholy pasta lately, hasn't he?
The depressive spaghetti.
No,
The
that's,
the Pressy Zucchetti.
No.
Melancholy
it's
pasta.
just, oh god, I just fucking forgot his name.
What?
Shade. He was a thing you did for a bit there.
Oh, Laszlo?
Laszlo, that's it.
You mean
Oh,
the
boy.
emote we have?
Yeah. I knew it started with.
I like how they highlight the new emotes with the a green box and new plus. It's a star. So fun to look at.
Anyway, all of them are pressed, and we
Mhm.
pan Ombre for like 20 plus minutes.
It's fine. We're buying time for Devon to come back.
Yeah.
Ah,
The person who controls the character, that is our map token.
indeed.
Yep. And also the most mechanically complex that no one wants to play.
It's not most mechanically complex, it just has a lot of non-essential information on the sheet at any one point.
It is also very slow.
Yeah.
Hello, Neo Chicken Lord. We're just gonna get back into the game. So sadly, cannot. Why is the alert box not working?
Hmm?
It's set for follows. Weird. I gotta look into that. There's a lot of things I need to look into apparently off stream. Anyway, we're going back into stream, so have fun.
Thank
Alrighty.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. So,
Thank you.
everyone is led back to their own rooms. Bisht, Conrad, and Rambu are off on their own. Bisht is probably on the roof,
Mhm.
enjoying the snowfall.
He's roosting.
Indeed. Fujino and Eon, you had mentioned, is going down to the kitchen.
No, Fujino's staying away from the kitchen.
Okay,
But you know,
Fujino is-
refuses.
Eon, out of just idle hands, is gonna cook.
Eon's stress
Okay.
cooking.
Eon prepares a feast accidentally.
Pretty much.
That was what we were talking about.
Well, you can manage to feed the 12 staff members that are currently here.
Hey, staff gets a break.
Yeah. Staff of 12 servants. Evenly split between male and female. All Hylians.
Good
Anyway,
to know we don't have that 70-30 divide.
Make that 13. Fujino walks out in her maid dress.
Oh god.
oh boy.
You can't force the other half of it to happen because they're not
Nope.
here.
Exactly.
All right. So, in that case, I guess it's only really Shahana and Hyle in the room, huh? Or in
I guess. Mm-hmm.
arriving back at the room.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Dramatic
not too
music.
much fun.
She closes the door, kind of faces it for a second, seemingly pondering something.
What's on your mind?
Just processing, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely is a lot to go through.
I grew up knowing only Hawken as my uncle. I know that I was held by my mother. I know I saw her when I was very young. After all, I have her pendant.
Right, always carry that with you, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Though, I don't think you've ever really attuned to it too much, have you?
No, something tells me I don't need to.
Hmm.
Call it another one of those gut feelings, I guess.
Well, if anything, according to Harkin, they tend to work out pretty well, so...
I suppose. Are you ready?
For the hero thing?
Yes.
I can't say that I am perturbed by it or thrown off or anything. It's just a moment of, I guess this is how it's happening, huh? Here I thought the entire reincarnation thing for the hero would have taken at least another 20 years or so.
Well, it can't entirely be certain how it works.
I figured a new person would have been born for it. But I suppose your situation is also a new precedent, isn't it? With the entire bloodline?
Yes. I truthfully don't actually know what to think.
Well, you know you have a sister.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Not exactly who I would have expected, though.
I think you guys, if you met, would get along well. There was the one time I met her after the entire King's Court situation. And she seemed fairly nice.
That's good. Well.
The main issue is what happens after, I suppose. Once they let down the barrier and, well, the king. Charles said that the situation definitely has a lot of heavy implications. I have no worry or doubt about getting through this. Especially since I know that you're here. Though my worry comes after it all.
I suppose it's hard for me to look to the future.
Right. Guess I've never really stopped to think about what would happen if something didn't go according to what I thought it would. I mean, sure, the Miniland situation was, at that point in time, definitely one that I had some bits of doubt about for who could make it out alive. But I never really thought that we would lose to her in the end.
I guess that's the biggest difference between the two of us.
If anything, the fear isn't about losing, it's about what you will lose or could lose in it.
Indeed.
That's why I have to try my best to make sure that none of you guys end up, well, the Tower of Fire with the Eon. I didn't mention it too much to you about the last expedition we were on. Fortunately, the Major Society kind of has me keep that a little bit under wraps, but there was a point in time where Eon did die during that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see he got better.
Yeah, he got better, huh? It seems it runs in the group, doesn't it? Well, Rambu was there, so... And Bisht too, just in case. The concern is just, I guess, what happens when someone goes down and we don't get to them in time. I have a feeling that it would have been very bad if we didn't get to Eon as quickly as we did. Even outside the time we have with Revivify. Which makes me a bit hesitant about who we could lose here. That was one case, and I feel like it was special with Eon, but in this situation, based off of what I heard about the worms, going down to them is not exactly something that you should expect to come back from.
I'm prepared for that.
Right.
I think. As much as it scares me.
We're all in this as a group, so... Oh, go ahead.
Knowing what I know, I understand my feelings a little more.
Yeah?
The duty I feel to the people of the city of Hyrule.
It's just hard to sit back, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have plenty of time until the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we should make the most of it while we have the chance to relax. Relax.
Yep.
Yes, already.
Just think about it. After this is all over, you're going to have quite the list of people that you'll get to know. And I'm not sure you would have ever expected to have met personally. Zelda, the hero Link.
Prince Hyle.
I suppose you're right. Well, going to be quite a busy time.
Mm-hmm.
Really a scary thought.
Not really still that well with people, are you? You've gotten better, though. Oh, definitely. I mean, after all, you don't put up that hood anymore to keep that pretty face of yours covered from the world.
Hmm.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yes?
I know we just met, so I wanted to get this. I normally give people nicknames, but if you don't want one, you don't have to. I cannot use it.
I'm gonna open the door for her to actually talk to her face to face.
Fair.
So, for people who have longer names, I really couldn't do it with these people because their names are impossible to make nicknames out of. So, are you okay with me giving you a nickname, or would you rather me?
If you wish to refer to me as Anna.
Oh, I was gonna call you Hana, so that works.
It's shorter.
That or Princess.
That's
Not yet. Not quite.
What did we say as I come in with like a food? What did we say about not leaving that room?
You didn't tell me anything. I couldn't hear what you said. Fingers in my ears the entire time.
Wonderful. Here's some sandwiches.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Easy on
Have
this
fun.
freaking tray is large. Are you planning on feeding the entire kitchen staff as well?
They've already ate.
And there's leftovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
We've already
okay?
prepared breakfast.
I may or may not have cooked everything in a room just to do it.
Is there still food left in that
Yes.
kitchen?
God,
Surprising.
Jerome is going to be having a busy few days with Val.
Without the ability to cook, so my thought process was A, idle hands, and B, if I now and put it in a way that preserved for the next couple of days, he doesn't have to worry about it. The rest of the staff doesn't either.
Have you thought about like making cookies or something? I'm sure Link probably would
They're
miss his home
already done.
cooking at some point. Okay. You should think about what Link wants. That's what you should work on
That's why.
when we
That's
meet
why
him.
this minute it's a bunch of it's stuff for travel, but simple like sandwiches.
Yeah.
But
Make
yeah,
a few notes in your book. Figure out what you think he likes.
I'm gonna call you
Linden and all
Hana.
that.
It means flower in Orikai, and I think it kind of fits you.
Flower of
Thank you.
Hyrule.
Exactly, Hyle gets it.
That's pretty nice sounding. Poetic.
All right. I look forward to traveling with you. I'll let you two get up. Leave you two alone. Have fun, but not too much fun. Bye, Hyle. Bye, Hana.
Hi, Fuji.
Sorry if she said anything before I showed up.
Nah, she wanted to know she could nickname her.
Okay, that sounds wrong.
She asked permission.
No, just that sentence.
She's very excitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume there's a really good story from what you haven't told me.
About her?
Why she's like that?
Yeah.
I feel like she hit her head one of the times she fell down the mountain.
Very clumsy, loves fighting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've hit my head a lot of times.
I thought you
Yeah.
walked away.
I came back.
Did you need a sandwich? Eon still got the tray.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
I don't believe you with that tone of voice.
Hmm.
Mhm. Like I said, but yes, I hit my head a bunch, and I grew up literally on a mountain.
That
So
feels too simple, but also entirely explanatory.
She lived under a rock for a very long time.
I see.
for
Literally.
like 15 years, I lived under a rock with a dragon.
A very
And
old-fashioned dragon, by the way. I don't. What was Mr. Wesley wearing again? Wasn't it like a cardigan sweater, or is that just an illusion I'm putting onto him?
I now imagine him just looking like Mr. Rogers.
Exactly.
He's Mr. Rogers with a hand-knit scarf.
That's not necessarily what it was wearing, but okay. You know, if that's the mental picture you want, go ahead.
He just feels like a
and then-
professor, like homeschool teacher kind of outfit, dude.
And like for the last 5, I've been fighting for work. Either that or been hanging out with my girlfriend. Or she wasn't my girlfriend, but she is now. But
She went from not having a lot in life to having a lot in life, and so I think all that energy is really manifesting itself now.
I see.
Yeah.
mhm.
Well,
But it's,
Have you
it's
ma-
nice.
Have you met Caladelia?
I
Have you?
think she's been mentioned, but I've never.
Never went to
Been
Forte with
introduced.
Impa?
I've been to Forte, but never straying very far from Impa. We don't
okay.
typically
The
go to
Mage-
shops.
The Mages Society kind of doesn't like she works with curses, so she got put in a not prime spot for a shop.
Hmm. Well,
Which I
if
think
I
is
get
bullshit.
to meet her, then
Mhm.
well, I hope it's under good circumstances versus,
And if you think I'm teasing you, you just wait till you meet her.
She's also a bit more businesslike, so you'll be fine.
I feel like Caladelia is more quality over quantity, as opposed to you.
Almost like
All right, I have stolen these sandwiches. So Fujino walks away carrying the entire tray in one arm.
Okay.
gonna accept that happen, or do you want like a sleight of hand roll going on here?
Nah, if she it's not that hard. If she physically
It's not in a
just,
pose.
picks it up off of him, you'll still have his hand in the position.
It's just
Okay.
Shahana and Hyle just watching this happen.
It's Fujino out loud stating, "I have stolen it all," as she proceeds to pick it up and walk away, and no one will ever know.
Oh! And I'm gonna do it just for shits and giggles. She poops away with it.
Okay.
You two have a pleasant time. The wall
Mhm.
seems thick enough that we'll be fine.
Oh.
And then I leave.
Because remember, Fujino said have fun, but not too much fun, and then gave a very obvious wink.
Don't forget the drink. Get hydrated.
Oh my.
Eon's had to deal with a lot when it comes to relationships so far. It's almost like he's a parental figure of people, and it's almost awkward when you think about it.
I mean,
Of,
is the oldest one here technically?
No, I meant about knocking
Oh.
when... Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever happens,
I was just gonna
Happens.
say, if, like, Shahana sits down, I sit down, I put my hand on top of hers, and I just kiss her on the cheek, and that's it.
okay,
And that's all we're going with.
gotcha. All right. Anything else for the rest of this day?
No, I've had my fun.
All right.
Filling
What is
all the sandwiches.
indeed? What is the plan?
So the plan was the next day we're going to get... I'm imagining Girolf is probably going to supply us with horses, if he can. We're going to make our way to Linden.
If not, at least a carriage.
You do also have I think actually like from Trowermaid to Linden is a quicker trip. And you do have your actual horses and cart like there.
Oh, you know what? You're alright. I forgot that Rambu can do that. I mean, isn't that funny?
Yep. Where to
That's kind of why Fujino brought it up.
I don't remember you bringing it up. Oh, you meant like that, but you never specified. I was just like, oh,
Like, meet
you're
him there because
stating.
it's faster for us to get there.
Okay, I got you. I didn't realize that's what you meant.
I just
Okay,
tried to
so
type sword to recall.
sort of recall.
I keep typing it.
Sword
God damn it.
That's
You're thinking
word.
about the sword we have to go get because it's in the message for the vote.
That's not even the reason. It's just I instinctively write sword instead of word.
Oh my.
You know, I
Really,
write a lot of fantasy things when.
Really been working on fighter stuff, haven't you, lately?
Not even though. Okay.
Anyways,
Um.
so I guess we'll go to Trowermaid. Do we want to go to Linden then, and then message Link to head there?
Probably message him, then go.
Message him, then go after getting the Trowermaid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny thing is, Word to Recall actually doesn't let you take 6 people. Or 7 people, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh.
You end up to
So we're
5
walking.
willing creatures.
So we're off.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking.
So you're walking.
Doesn't Rambu have magic circle or something?
She
For
does, but
teleportation?
there isn't a
doesn't have
known one
one.
in Star City.
What about trees for
Bish?
For Bishes?
for Bish's plant travel?
I don't know if that can... Which spell is that?
I have to remember off the top of my head. It's
I think it's travel through.
plants? No, trees. I know.
Why don't you just look up Druid spells?
I thought I'm doing that right now. 'Cause
Transport via plants?
that's
Maybe?
Yes.
Oh man.
Trace link between the large... you must be able to see. For the duration, any creature can step into the target plant and exit from a destination. By...
I did ask you if we had that tree because of that purpose before. And you said there was probably one nearby.
Between a large...
Everyone has to jump in in 6 seconds, but yes.
I mean, that's how Magic Circle does, too. Or Teleportation Circle.
I mean, it's really up to you. That's a surprisingly good spell.
Yeah, but it's situational is the problem there.
All right,
Is there a
Shahana,
tree
jump in.
Is there a tree big enough for us to even do that? I don't think
Alright.
like your average tree is big enough.
It's a large tree. At minimum.
A lot of trees tend to be pretty large, in fact.
Large trees tend to be pretty large.
All right, everyone, step into the tree. Alrighty. Fujino runs head first to do it. He hasn't.
He hasn't used a spell yet. It's just the one scene in Harry Potter where he runs the shopping cart.
Yep, exactly.
She just straight up, like a ram, bangs into the tree.
Guys, I'm stuck.
And then as everyone passively
Horn
walks
stuck.
through, Eon picks her up from the back and just.
No, we have someone pull her through from the other side.
All right. If that is what is happening, what time are you guys leaving?
Probably
8 maybe?
Yeah, 8.
Dawn.
8's usually what we do because I like
I
people
think
having
about that,
breakfast.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then
that
that
gives
also
us time
gives
to let. Yeah, to talk to
Kind
people.
of. What?
To talk to people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the stones.
Shabink.
Shabink shaboom.
Shabomla.
I guess I'll click this one off then for the day.
For some odd reason.
When we.
Did that not? That's weird. Should have long rested you guys. Is the clock extension just not working? Wait. I was doing the wrong thing. That's why.
Ow.
Let me just.
What's it doing?
Bet. There we go.
So Fujino getting her horn stuck in the tree is canon. That's what happened.
Oh, totes.
Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to use this yet, Shade.
Yep.
On
I
that
imagine
same
an
day,
odd look.
I would have done this.
Hmm?
Hey, Gossip Stone. Impa is not happy with me being the chosen hero, is she? Boing, yoing, yoing, yoing.
Let me remind myself.
It's
the
just
text
the
about
magic
that.
8-ball.
While holding Gossip Stone, you can ask a single question and telepathically hear a response from it. Can come off as incredibly vague and may or may not be truthful.
Um. Hmm. There needs to be a hero, and Impa knows it.
The response I was expecting. And despite it seeming like it's not that useful, I can tell what it's trying to say.
And then we're all shocked when it's Conrad.
Oh fuck.
Yep. Conrad sneak attacking with the sword of Fool's Bane.
Mm-hmm. I've talked to shit about that before.
Yep.
I think we all have.
We actually had a discussion about who was the most likely to wield the sword, and it was basically only Hyle.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Fujino could definitely wield it.
What's so wrong about Eon? No, I totally.
Eon is too vulnerable.
Fujino's too chaotic.
Yeah, entirely.
I don't recall what the reason why Fujino couldn't. Anyway, not important.
You didn't think about it.
No,
She was too new.
I just don't remember.
Okay.
Something story. Anyway, you guys are home.
Something story. Hitting this then whenever it hits the link thing. Whenever it hits this one.
So you just see a pair of arms come through the tree, grab like the rest of Fujino's horns and yank her through.
Mhm.
Oh my. Alright, better get this out of the way. Using the sending stone.
Okay.
Update. We're going to be heading to Linden. One moment. We'll need you to head there. We're planning on retrieving the Master Sword, and you're the best guide.
Is that it?
That's all 25.
Okay. I see. That's actually a good plan. I'll.
Hey, Shahan. Oh, go ahead. Finish.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
That
I
was
I was letting you guys laugh.
That was actually ... a good plan.
Good plan.
I'll meet you on the outskirts of Linden, closer to the forest. I certainly know my way through.
Hey, Shahana, you will not believe this. The hero just complimented you.
Oh.
He said your plan was good. Like, he said it with a very big pause, which means that I think he thought we wouldn't come up with a good plan.
I mean, it is us. Our
It
plans
is us.
normally are attack it.
Our plans are flying by the seat of our pants until it dies.
But of course, Johanna gets a good idea. I mean, look at her; she's smart.
Thank you.
He said we'll be meeting him outside. Or he'll meet us outside the forest. Outside Linden.
Is he that close?
He's been around.
Oh, okay.
Blip. 90 miles.
At this point in time, he's pretty much just on standby from the castle.
Yep.
That's
Makes sense.
That is definitely not the search that I was looking for, because that is a search I did like months ago when I was working on a Fiendbinder subclass. Just checking. I think I definitely do know what this distance is. Okay. So, gathering together your horses.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a 90-mile travel. Which, if you are going at a fast pace, is 3 days.
Yeah, we're going fast pace.
Gotcha. So -5 to perception checks. However, that still gives Bisht a 24.
We don't need to worry.
Yeah.
What it means is we don't need to worry.
Yeah. So, traveling. Indeed. Moving across, news hasn't seemed to have reached Chowermaid yet. However, upon arriving at Sara City, you find you can't even get in.
Oh.
Indeed. It's not that bad. It doesn't really take off much of the journey, but the city, as the guards would tell you, is under lockdown due to the events in Central, which the guards are not willing to tell you if you do not let them know that you know.
We'll keep it.
Give the governess our regards, or the Duchess.
Tell the Duchess.
Same difference.
Same difference at this point, really.
Tell her the House Hogo-sha gives her their return.
Yeah. That was after about 3.5 days. Or not 3.5 days, sorry. A day and a half.
Okay.
Hippity hoppity. Otherwise, I do not have the map actually showing on. There we go. All the way down to the Featherune region with that spooky purple down there.
Yeah. Fairly far
What?
down.
Where Agros is from.
A little further
Further.
beyond that. And by a little further, I mean like a lot further. That shit extends. So, upon arriving, as you effectively have a solid 3 days, anything that was used, because the stuff appears to be being a little weird, is there anything you want to do during the travel? I will get the other half of the party's opinions about the travel time.
How much knitting can I get done?
How much what?
How much knitting?
How much knitting?
How much
Yeah,
knitting
how
do you
much
think
scarf?
you can do in 3 days while the cart's going bumpy and sometimes slipping off the road?
On vroom vroom.
I feel like she could get a scarf, maybe a scarf and a half done. Of normal
Maybe a
size.
scarf.
You just got unknit a few sections when you realize there's a big loop in it.
Okay. He has knitted a scarf that's the same color as Hyle's Howry, and
Okay.
she gives it to Shahana.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
I've been told we need to keep warm because it's winter. I spent the last few years in Eldon, so really freaking cold.
I see.
Did we ever buy that jacket before everything went to shit?
Which jacket?
We were
Yeah,
buying
we
it.
would have done the shopping before.
You were in the middle of shopping and
Oh, you mean in Hyrule?
Yeah, in Castletown.
In Castletown,
I
yeah.
wouldn't say you checked out.
So we stole it?
So did you shoplift?
Potentially.
I think she was taking it off when the little girl hugged Rambu, so not yet. But we probably would have found a coat for her in Chowermaid.
I didn't shoplift yet.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Ah.
Yeah. So, you eventually begin approaching the vast forest. Passing by it, you kind of know like how dark the forest tends to be. Like looking into it, it's snowy.
Yeah, it's pretty gray.
Yeah. It's snowy and like beyond that. It's quite pretty actually, as the snow at this point has been probably about a foot high by this point. Pretty light snow, been pretty nonstop.
I hate the snow. It's
You should've
cold,
got-
it's wet, it gets into all the wrong places. It gets everywhere.
I got fur boots.
Are you certain you don't need the scarf?
I'm fine. She's in like a giant ass coat.
One bubble
You talking
coat.
like Snowman Puffy?
What?
Disadvantage
talking
on
like-
deck saves or deck checks.
Yep.
You're talking like the puffy tire snowman.
Yeah,
Michelin Man?
Michelin. That's right.
She has a really puffy coat on.
Okay.
Still is wearing like her shorts, but her coat covers that. If not,
Okay.
she has like leggings to keep in. But she's wearing like winter leggings or something.
I found the image I was looking for this.
Oh,
Oh dear.
it's
Hold up.
remember from Persona 5 when Anne goes to the one place dressed in like 50 layers of clothing?
I got the image. I'm putting it in LR. It's just taking a moment to load.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Effectively.
You see that's just a normal sized coat on Fujino. All right. So, you end up approaching what appears to be a village that's partly on the forest's edge and very greatly leading into it. Biggest on the outskirts is what looks to be a wheat farm that is not currently active, as you would guess because it's covered in snow. As well as a bunch of cattle in a fenced-off area, which leads up to a barn. Beyond that, there is what appears to be several dozen houses scattered inside this forested area. Not very many people wandering around due to it getting colder, but general workers going around. An actual relatively positive air around, seeming as though the news of Castletown's fall has not reached here either.
That's good.
As you're going forward, one of the workers, a mid-20s gentleman, looks out to you as you're going down the road. Oh, hello, travelers.
Hey,
Hello.
What brings you to Linden?
we're just meeting someone from here. I think he's wearing a hood. I think he headed out of town to meet us. So by the forest.
Oh, he
You seen him?
Yeah, mysterious feller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the went to the entrance to the woods just south of the village.
All right. Thanks. You have a good day, dude.
You don't intend on taking that cart into the
I was
into
about
the
to say,
forest, do you?
No.
should we leave the cart? We should probably leave the cart here.
Yeah,
Probably.
I was actually just about to ask you all. Go ahead. I can park the cart.
No, that was what I was gonna say too.
Hmm.
It's like, hey,
Don't let
If
Fujino park the cart.
if you need boarding, I'm a stable hand at the farm up there. He nods to the cattle farm.
Oh yeah,
You'll take
Sure,
it?
sure we could keep it for a couple days.
sure.
Sure. What do you
It's
want?
gonna be like 5 rupees, base
Per?
and one per day.
Okay.
I'll
we can
leave him
definitely
10
do that.
rupees.
All right.
To play it safe, I'll give him an extra 5 for a full week.
Hmm.
Just because I doubt it'll take that long, but it might. Before
Yeah, I gave him 10 rupees for a full week.
It's 5 then plus 1 per, so it would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
So five for the first day, 1 rupee for additional days.
Oh, okay,
so
my
it'd
bad,
be
my bad.
14 rupees total.
15.
Gotcha. Let me go to
Okay.
my inventory so I can remove that. Now that I know I can use the modifier window for that.
Well, you're not planning on venturing into the forest, are you?
Meeting up with him.
Oh,
But
be warned. Dangerous place if you've never been.
Yeah?
Yeah. Beyond the outskirts, there's a lot of, well, spiders, big ones, stalfos especially. People who get lost in there tend to not come back. Most of them become join the ranks of the undead.
where I'm from, I fight the dongos all the time. I think I'll be fine.
Well, now I'm slowly going into freaking Texan.
Well, now.
Well, now.
I mean, he is a cattle hand.
Yeah. Well, if you all think that you're okay, who am I to stop you?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Thanks for the heads up, though. Been a real big help.
Yeah, thanks for the worry.
No problem. He will take your cart and bring it to the stable.
Alrighty.
Listen, man, I'm going to tip him when we get back.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
You're returning to find the entire village on fire.
I'm still
that-
tipping when I get back.
Toss another 5 rupees on his corpse. There you go.
Costs there 5 rupees. I think you'll need this for repairs.
And now that I've said that, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
The rest
exactly.
of the forest is going to catch
I've denied
fire.
destiny.
All right. So, you head on in.
Woohoo.
Hippity hoppity.
Old-timey piano music.
This is very old timey.
Hippity hoppity. The forest is the Deku tree's.
I think it's
property.
from the piano collection. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. All right. So. Heading on through. The trees around Linden are roughly sparse. Though looking through past the land absolutely dominated by varying size and types of trees. Certainly gets much darker. Even misty.
Oh, good. Fujino's super invisible now.
I wouldn't necessarily call it like dim light.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the obscured.
You're all good to head on in.
Yeah.
Wandering in. with I should note Shahana having a dagger strapped to her side.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
On them hips that don't lie, they'll stab you.
I'm
the
not lying. I will stab you.
Hips should not stab. I'm gonna be real.
No. Shahana will stab.
Indeed.
Her hips are saying that Shahana will stab.
Sure.
You know what the great thing is?
What?
Bisht has seen all of these trees.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means we can come back through any of these trees at any time.
Oh, good. So going in, it wouldn't be hard to hear the almost intentional, branch on the ground breaking, snow shuffling from behind you, just as you're slightly out of sight of the village.
Waiting long?
Not too. As Link pulls his hood down, the eye patch covering one eye.
It's nice to see that you haven't aged any bit since the last time I saw you.
Well, yeah, it's only been a couple months, a month and a half.
Yeah, but you know with Jorl, stress ends up doing stuff to you.
Yeah, he's a really stressed guy, isn't he?
I think he was trying to get better, and then all this happened, and now he's right back to where he was.
When we get back, I'm giving him a hug. He needs one.
Well, I don't believe I've met all of you.
Mm-hmm. If you want to,
Fujino.
Hi. I'm
You're the hero, right?
yeah, you can call me Link.
Pleasure to meet you, Link.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Now that I know you're not dead, I'd like to apologize. The time I actually had a conversation with you, I was kind of rude. I was emotional after the passing of a friend. Well, not still revived. You get what I mean.
It's no problem.
That's been on my soul since, well, your death.
I can understand when emotions are high. Sometimes you say things you end up regretting, I guess.
And short, silent, and brooding back there was Rambu.
Get her reaction later.
yeah. Hyle looks aside to Shahana. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Shahana. You can call me Anna. Pleasure to meet you. Looks to Hyle. Kind of gives a...
Was this her?
that kind of look, yeah.
I point to the eye, my eye, that is the same eye that his eye patch is on.
He nods. What is this? Well, no point in dilly-dallying.
Mm-hmm. Figured you, out of everyone, knows your way around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. And knowing what's in this forest, it's gonna be, I suppose, good to fight by your side.
Hell yeah. I've been
Right.
wanting to do that since the moment I found out you're alive.
Link, Mr. Hero, sir.
Yeah?
Before it becomes a surprise, I can turn into a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. Funny one.
Just so you don't like go, oh crap, where'd that dragon come from?
I mean, apparently, that wouldn't be anything new relating to me.
Yeah. I suppose you can make jokes about it now since you're here and all, after what happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to have some sort of sense of humor.
Don't worry.
Called it
Loosen
Stick
up
in
a
the
little
Mud.
bit.
Once
Loosen up a
times.
little bit and it'll come naturally.
Maybe.
We don't need a group's only as strong as their weakest link.
You're,
Wow, we must be really strong then.
you
Man,
are,
the weakest Hylian with us right now.
You're really bringing back memories of when I was a kid with that statement.
Oh yeah! By the way, I don't know who Diana is either, but I do know how Astrid is.
Yeah, I kind of put that together with when she sent me a message.
Uh-huh.
Out of character, did we inform him about the Ganondorf thing?
No.
Nope,
Okay, are we still have we started moving through the forest? I just wanted to make sure. Are we still
you
just-
have not moved yet.
Got it.
Nothing has been stated.
Got it. Just wanted to make sure.
She was fairly
So-
pissy, both before and after. I think even more, but I think
We're
her general
You're an idiot.
anger. Yeah, go ahead.
we're
She called you an She called you an idiot for being a hero and then dying, and then
that's not surprising.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think her general anger has shifted from feelings of resentment at what happened to you to feelings of resentment towards you, but I'm pretty sure it's because she cared.
Yeah. Well, before I get into anything, I should probably discuss about what's going on for our travel.
Right. Yeah.
Effectively, there are a lot of checkpoints that we can hit across before we get to the Lost Woods.
Mm-hmm.
The actual Lost Woods, well, that's something that you're going to have to tread alone, I think.
All right. It's, I guess, a kind of trial in itself.
In effect,
Gotcha. So getting through there requires knowledge. The rest of it is effectively a trial, then. Gotcha.
you... If fate is a proper thing, then you should be allowed through the Lost Woods if you follow the directions of the trial. It's effectively like a maze, but not necessarily a normal maze. It's teleportation shenanigans.
All right. Not the first time we worked with spaces being
Will
warped.
we be separated or
I
big?
Last time I came through here, I was alone, so I don't have any experience with that.
Okay. You can't really.
will we
do this
see you
then.
on the other side, or
No,
do you not want to go anywhere
I-
near it?
call it
You'll
a
get us
feeling
as-
of not being worthy of going back in.
You'll get us as far in until we get to the trials.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
But there are 3 major checkpoints that I can navigate you towards. The first of which is the Laughing Tree Wood. After which is the Elder Mist Wood, and then the Shadowroot Grove. After that, it should be the entrance to the Lost Woods.
All right.
Laughing Tree Wood,
Any-
what?
The Laughing Tree Wood, the Elder Mist Wood, and the Shadowroot Grove.
Any beast things we need to worry about while we're going through?
Are there with Stalfos and spiders?
Stalfos.
Matching skull.
Skulltulas. There's been reports of Goma in the area.
Oh, okay.
Man, that feels slightly bring back memories.
So, if
the
we can
skull
fight a
and-
Dodongo, we should be fighting good here.
There's also some mischievous spirits that are especially active, surprisingly, during the winter. Skull kids are a bit of a pain in the ass, but if we just teach them a lesson, let them go on their way, should be no problem.
All right.
Watch out for strings in the trees. They like puppets. Especially closer to the Laughing Tree Wood. That's where a lot of Koroks and Skull Kids make their homes.
Okay.
Aside from that, all I can really say about the Lost Woods is listen for the music.
What I do best. Other than use a sword, you know.
Of course. Beyond that, unless there's anything you need, I say we head off right away.
All good to go here.
Go. Watch out. Lost Woods. Dragon of Limbard's on our way.
Sure, there'll be plenty of space for you there.
Well, try not to get scared. Tends to get a little spooky in there.
Wonderful.
I lived under a rock in Akala for 15 years. I should be fine.
Yeah, you think so.
I mean, whatever it is probably going to be less scary than that weird fuck the demon that we didn't fight.
Yeah, Mr. G. He was creepy.
No. The thing that tried to chase us. I don't even remember what it is.
It's like a mechanical thing.
Yeah.
Something.
You guys have gotten up to a lot in Elden, didn't you?
Yeah, we fought Girahim.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Apparently,
A
he's
demon
like,
lord?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it
That's
was
kind of.
power. I think he was like using support its body. So
Yeah, that makes sense considering you'd probably be dead if it were a full power demon lord.
Don't worry, my family is apparently great at fighting them. Well, I'm not. Smiles.
My.
Well, with any luck, you won't have to. Anyway, let's get going.
Yeah, life of the party here. Town's quite peaceful, hasn't it? Been.
Tends to be.
Yeah.
They benefit from the protection of the Great Deku Tree. Pretty friendly with the local forest folk as well.
Yeah,
Good.
seems news hasn't traveled here at least.
Yeah, news doesn't really travel here in general.
Nah, I gotcha.
So what I'll do, you know?
I mean, what we told him probably.
I personally know a lot of what's going on in the city, though. Information comes to me a little faster. I have means.
So you know what happened that ended up leading up to this, right? The entire.
I know that we've been pretty spread out thin.
You don't know why?
Not necessarily. I'm not kept entirely in the loop.
I guess that makes sense. They probably don't want you in specific to know.
So, you know how you were supposed to be dead, right? Like, the world knows you as dead.
Yeah?
Your, one of your companions also alive that's supposed to be dead.
Didn't
You mean
guys-
Ganondorf? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Chris.
He's free.
he knew he was alive?
Yes, I know
Yeah,
that
he
part. I
knew.
was working there.
Okay.
It's
He has been broken out.
I
So
see.
if there's any sort of relief to the situation, I don't think he chose to be.
No, it was done by
No,
a
he
squad
wouldn't.
of 6.
Yeah.
If he went along with it, then he was clearly left with no choice.
They
Oh,
killed the dragon.
yeah. By the way, I don't remember if I told you last time, but I did tell him about what happened to you before. He doesn't know that you're alive now, though.
Probably. Oh my.
Oh my.
Probably better it stays that way for now.
Maybe. I just wanted to let you know that
I mean,
he definitely felt a lot of remorse at hearing your passing.
Wait. You guys met Ganondorf?
Yes. Though, think about it, it's kind of touching how the hero passed and is now trying to, like, live his own and, you know, not be in the limelight. And then the other hero of the war is free, but from what we can tell is trying to live his own and not be in the limelight. Guess you two were more similar than I thought.
it's... Well, that much was pretty clear, actually. We bonded pretty well when I was traveling with him.
Yeah, it seems that the experience stuck with him even until now.
Well,
If it wasn't for the situations, I'd say you have a pretty good friend.
if we see each other again... hopefully it'll be under,
Better circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
probably shouldn't keep you waiting so long. You'll be waiting outside the trials once we get there, yeah?
Yeah. The trek through the forest should take only a couple days. I'll try
Gotcha.
to
Oh,
use as many shortcuts as we can. If you need to get back.
Mr. Link, how
Slink is fine.
I have an extra few tattoos I can't attune to. Do you want to borrow them while we're in the forest, or?
I'm quite okay.
Okay.
Which I will also, real quick, flip.
Well,
Just to make sure, there's no like magical reason. Our friend here, Bish, can travel through plants. So once we getting out, unless things are stopping us, should be easy, right?
If
once we
he's,
meet up with him,
I'm
That's exactly
not
what I'm meaning.
exactly the expert
I mean,
of
if
that
the
matter.
I mean, we can
forest
ask the right
teleports
there.
us. Otherwise, we just meet up with Link outside the Lost Forest.
I was
Mm.
meaning
Go from
once
there.
we get out.
Frankly, I'd probably ask the Great Digatree about that fact.
Good idea.
He's, as you might expect, a very kind soul.
Mhm.
I
Calm,
heard he's been getting a little
old.
but yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do about that, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do or just let...
Nature take its course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be another, it's like Euros. Kind of the pattern. Cycle, not pattern.
Well, this one's been around since before the era began, so...
Probably has some ancient scraps of wisdom.
Anyway,
Sure you don't want to go with us?
it's best I don't. Leave it at that.
I mean,
Right.
once we enter the forest, I doubt the Great Decoratry's not gonna notice.
Oh, he already knows
really
we're here, I
want-
guarantee it.
But that's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. So if he wants to meet with you, he will find a way.
I think right now he's probably concerned about the malice.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
let's get on our way then.
okay.
then
And as
within the
we
travel-
are only 3 of you, and we are on just hit 3 hours,
Mhm.
I think we should call it.
So
Okay.
what's Link's
Okay.
favorite food?
Want a cookie, Link?
Lon milk
I would
and cookies.
actually love a cookie.
You want to give him a cookie?
Link will eat basically anything.
Link will eat rock roast.
Link will eat rock
I
roast.
mean,
He
the
has eaten rock roast.
Food.
Yeah, I was about to say,
God.
didn't Taggin bring up Link eating a rock roast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. So I have
I
Hyle,
mean-
Starfruit.
So, what is your opinion on a rock
Conrad.
roast?
Who are you asking this?
Link, I'm asking?
Link.
Udon, Lin, Fame.
Oh boy, I'm so
Uh-huh.
hungry that I could eat an Octorok.
Oh, God.
Let's see,
Okay. Anyway, going over to
I-
the title card.
Taggin
Yeah.
said you were like the first person who, first Hylian who's really down to rock roast.
Hey,
And
nerd.
kept it down.
Shush.
No,
Battle card.
Indeed.
I don't. I
Um,
refused.
hopefully we'll
No.
have everyone again next week, and we won't have sudden leavings.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday bullshit.
As we go, yeah, holiday bullshit.
Oh, should you share the art of Link?
The art that we have of Link currently is
Old.
was due to a bit of a mistake, but it is the old art of Link. It will be available in the community Discord, as well as eventually on the wiki. I'm hoping to have an updated portrait of him soon.
Think Dimitri Fire Emblem. Post time skip.
But yep. Hopefully we'll have everyone here next week. Next session will be the last session of the year, in fact, as we
Yeah.
are going into 2023 with hopefully some very exciting stuff.
How's
Nope.
the sales going, by the way?
Not prevalent to what we're doing.
Oh, because we were
Not-
bronze for.
Yep, we went copper with Dragon Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make sure
Fujino
nothing
was
else
close.
changed.
Irrelevant to the current thing. That said, Buzz, still
Thanks.
get Dragon Knight and Fiendbinder if you don't already have them while they're cheap. Sales still go into the 31st. And if you're watching this during the holiday season, have a happy holiday. If you're not, then well, have a wonderful whenever you're watching this.
And have a happy future holiday.
Indeed. Goodbye.
Aye.
Goodbye.